Welcome to a new multi-part recording on ESS Event Reports. This is mainly put together for the red team, but it's also usable for IFO, as their systems are very similar. I will be using the in-game browser of EverQuest. If you see in the background, I have EverQuest going. This is generally how I like to manage my event reports, because I can do this without having to leave my screen. First, we will come to an event that's already open. This is a event that I'm going to be hijacking from the Red Team EU. Note that I will not be changing the system. This is just for demonstration purposes only. First thing is to complete the event by poking on the complete button here. Once this is done, a new button will become visible called Event Report. Go ahead and poke the Event Report button to create your event report. Now, since this is a demonstration, I'm going to go back and reactivate this one event, because I don't want to mess up the system. I want to have that to be accurate for tomorrow. But we need to go find our reports. So there's a menu drop down here for your reports. So go ahead and click on that. And you'll see a list of open or pending reports. Let's go ahead and pick on our Vishon's Peak. Click on the red button to open up that report. And you'll see our active event report that we just left. There are several sections. This video is just going to go over each section very briefly, and then future videos will talk about managing each section. The first thing at the top here is your event details. You can edit your event details, or you can submit your report. You'll submit that once you're done at the very end. So I want to poke on event details just to kind of show some of the things you can change. The title, the event leader, the point systems if they're messed up. You can add additional notes and things. I'm going to go ahead and hit the back button because I really don't want to do any of that. And that information will show up here in the event report worksheet, where it shows you the dates, the times, the comments, how many players you have, queued, no-shows, things of that nature. The next section will show you your loots and your purchases. Right now it's empty because we have no loots and purchases. You'll see in the section called adding loot to the event report how we'll do that. We also have some quick adjustment buttons here. We'll be doing those when we're dealing with adding DKP to the players, as well as distributing bank stuff. The bank is here, including the balance for the bank. I'm going to scroll down, and you have a row of buttons here which are actually very useful for the report. You can add a player to the report, add a pickup to the report. Note, if they're not on the red team but in the event signup system, you'll have to use the add a player instead of add a pickup. I'll cover that later. You can manage your flags, which we won't deal with in this video. Then we'll say you can mark all people present. I'll cover those later. And then the show detail flags, which event leaders will use mainly. They'll have that clicked on, which is going to change the display here. Instead of being checkboxes, you'll see the flags. So I'm going to go back the other way temporarily. Now you have a list of the players on the raid. And then below that list of the players on the raid, you have those that are queued and those that are canceled, including did not signs. I'm going to, in the event that there is a no-show, I'm going to go ahead and mark Thoracic as a no-show, even though he really didn't. You'll see a no-show area down here at the bottom. Now, there are buttons next to each of these sections where you can cancel a player, mark a player as no-show, move into queue, mark a player as present, remove a player. There's some quick buttons here about adding came late, adding left early, and then the DKP total for each player, which will move as you add and remove loot from the system to the event report. That is pretty much it for the introduction. The next video will cover marking players present and adjusting the players in the thing. Thank you very much.